Hello students, our today's topic is electric field at any point due to an electric dipole. We have considered here a dipole. One thing you need to know that we are considering the dipole of very small length. जो हमने small length के dipole को लेकर के हमने जो केस बनाए थे special case, उनके जो result थे वो that I'm gonna use here. Okay. Now this is A, B is our original dipole, whose dipole moment is, say this is the negative pole and this is the positive pole. Okay, so as we know, the electric dipole moment is directed from negative pole to positive pole. So this is the direction of electric dipole moment of this dipole AB. In this topic, what we are going to do, we have to find out the electric field due to this dipole at this particular point P. Okay, for make this topic very easy, what we are going to do here is we will resolve this dipole moment into two components. You will see this will make this topic very easy. How we are going to resolve this into two components? See, this is the original P, original dipole moment. We are going to split it into the two components. One along this R. What is R? From the center of the dipole. R is the distance from the center of the dipole to the observation point P. And let us say the R makes the angle theta with this dipole moment P. So let us resolve this P into two components, one along this R and one along, this is the one component along the R, and let us resolve this P or split this P into another component which is normal to this R. Okay, this is the another component which is normal to the R. We have resolved this P into two components, one along the R, this is, and one normal to this R, and that is this. Okay, and we know that जिस component के साथ में angle होता है, we write cos along with that component. So we are going to write here P cos theta, because this is P, so this is going to be P cos theta, and this will be P sin theta. So now we have two more dipoles, we can see. Original dipole is AB, and one dipole is A1B1 and another is A2B2. Now forget this AB. Now we have to forget this AB because we have resolved it into the two components or two dipoles. Now we have A1B1 and A2B2. तो ऐसा करने से कैसे ये टॉपिक इजी हो गया, because look here, see here that A1B1, this is the dipole, and you see this point P lies on the axis of this dipole. Okay, so this is the case of electric field at axial line of electric dipole. We will directly write the expression for that. Okay, and see this is A2 and this is B2, and this point P lies on equatorial line of this A2B2 dipole. So we will use the expression directly here of the electric field at the equatorial line. So it becomes very easy for us now. Okay, now solving this, एक चीज और आपको ध्यान में रखनी है, जैसे कि मैंने आपको बताया था, in case electric field on axial line, electric field or electric dipole moment both are directed along the same direction. So this is our A1 B1, this is the negative pole, this is the positive pole. So the electric dipole moment will be this direction. Okay, so electric field is also will be in this direction. So let us say E1 is the electric field at P due to A1 B1. So electric dipole moment due to A1 B1 along this direction. So electric field will also be in the same direction. But in case of the equatorial line for this A2 B2, electric dipole moment and electric field both are in opposite direction, because this is A2 negative Q, this is the positive Q. So the electric dipole moment will be along this direction. Okay, as P sin theta in this direction, but electric field due to this dipole at this point will be in opposite direction. So E2 will be in this direction. So this is E2 due to A2B2 and this is E1 due to A1V1. Okay, so the resultant of the two will be this. This is the resultant electric field E at this particular point P. That we have to find out. Okay. Now this becomes very easy because the E1, we can write E1 because E1 is due to the A1 B1, which is the case of axial line. So for the axial line, electric field on axial line of electric field, the expression was 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught 2p over r cube. For a very small length we have derived this expression, but we cannot write p as a simply p because E1 due to A1 B1 and the dipole moment is for this dipole is p cos theta. So we have to write the dipole moment p cos theta. Okay. Now what is E2? E2 is the electric field due to A2 B2. So E2 can be written as 1 over, this is the case for equatorial line. Okay. So 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught, and the expression was p over r cube. So we cannot simply write a single p here because the dipole moment for A2 B2 is p sine theta. So we will write here p sine theta. Okay. Now total electric field at this particular point is this E, which is the resultant of E1 and E2. So if this is E2, this also will be E2. Okay. So from this triangle we can simply write E as E1 square plus E2 square, because this is the triangle from Pythagoras. This square is equal to this square plus this square, and the square of this E will become under root of these two electric fields. Okay, so I'm writing this way. Okay, so now let us put the value of E1 and E2 in this equation. The value of E1 is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught 2p cos theta over r cube, and the square of the whole because E1 square is there. Okay, so the value of E2 is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught p sine theta over r cube and whole square. Now कौन सी टर्म्स हम यहाँ से कॉमन ले सकते हैं? 1 over 4 pi epsilon 1 over 4 pi epsilon, बिकॉज स्क्वायर है यहाँ पे तो वो अंडर रूट के बाहर आ जाएगा. So taking out 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught and this p and this r cube as common, so we can write in under root that what the terms are left inside the under root, this 2 and this cos theta and whole the square plus sine square theta. Okay, so making it simple, p over r cube, 2 square is 4 and this cos square is cos square theta plus sine square theta. Note here what I'm going to do is I can write this 4 cos square theta as 3 cos square theta, 3 cos square theta plus cos square theta, because 3 cos square theta plus cos square theta will be 4 cos square theta, and I'm writing the sine square theta as it is, sine square theta. Now we can write this sine square theta plus cos square theta as 1, so it will become I'm writing this step as 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught p over r cube 3 cos square theta plus this sine square theta plus cos square theta is now 1, becomes 1. This is simply 1. So this is total electric field E. Okay, so this is the result, and we can write this as 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught p under root 3 cos square theta plus 1 over r cube. Okay, so this is the result. We can verify this result. How? हम इस रिजल्ट को चेक कर सकते हैं कि ये सही है या गलत है. Suppose if this point P lies on the axis of the original dipole AB, like if it lie at this point, then what about the theta? Theta will become 0 degree in that case. If this point P lies on the axial line, so the theta will become 0 degree. If we put here the 0 degree, the cos 0 is 1. So if theta is equal to 0 degree, then E will become 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught P3, because this become 1 plus 1 over r cube, and 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught. 3 plus 1 is 4 and under root 4 is 2, so 2p over r cube, which is the result of axial line, so our result is true. In the same way, we can write or we can verify the result for the equatorial line. For example, if we consider that the point P lies on the equatorial line, in that case the theta will become 90 degree. Putting the theta here 90 degree, this whole term becomes 0, and 0 plus 1 is 1 and under root 1 is 1, so we will left with only this P over r cube, and 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught P over r cube is the result of the equatorial line. Okay, so our result is correct. So now what about the direction of the resultant E? Let us say this resultant E makes an angle alpha with this distance r, then we can find the direction of this, or this angle alpha, by choosing this triangle whose this side is E2 equals to this side. Okay, so we can simply find out this alpha as tan alpha, which will be perpendicular over base. Perpendicular over this triangle is this, which is E2, over the base is E1. So we have here the E1 and E2. So E1, the value of E2 first, 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught P sine theta over r cube over this E1. E1 is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught 2p cos theta over r cube. So cancelling the terms, what we are going to have is, here we have left only sine theta and here we have left only 2 cos theta. So sine over cos is tan, so we have left with 1 over 2 tan theta. So this is how we can find out this tan alpha. So tan alpha is equal to 1 over 2 tan theta. Knowing the value of this theta, we can find out this alpha.